Now that we have several shots on the timeline, let's look at the different transitions we can use in Premiere Pro. The most simple transition that there is of course the cut. From one shot to another shot to another shot. In Premiere, there is a default transition which is a cross dissolve. This is a very nice way to go from one shot to another shot by merging the two images together. Let me show you how you can do that. Let's go from this shot here to this shot here. Rather than a cut, let's do a dissolve. So I'm going to use my down arrow to go exactly to the cut. Then it's as easy as right-clicking on your mouse and applying the default transition. The default transition is a cross dissolve of 1 second long. If you want to extend this cross dissolve, there's two ways you can do it. One method for extending the transition or the cross dissolve is to double-click on it in the timeline, and you'll see this small window that will say Set Transition Duration. Then it's as easy to just change the time. Let's set it to 2 seconds, 29 frames. That's going to give us a 3-second cross dissolve. This is what it looks like. We can also extend or decrease the cross dissolve directly in the timeline by pulling one of either ends of the dissolve. To do further editing to the cross dissolve, we select it and then go up here and activate the effect control. This cross dissolve doesn't have many controls to it, but one of the things you can do is you can align it at different points of the cut. Either have it centered on the cut so it's equally on the outgoing shot and the incoming shot. You can have it started at the cut, or you can have it ending at the cut. Let's see the difference. Here it is centered on the cut. Here it is starting at the cut. And here it is ending at the cut. Once again, ending on the cut. Starting on the cut. And finally, centered on the cut. So as you can see, depending on where you set the transition, you're going to get a different effect. If you want to find more transition, what you want to do is you want to activate the effects window setup. Here, you'll find different folders with different things. What we're going to look at is the video transition folder. And you have different transitions organized by different types of transitions. Let's look at the dip to black. To add a transition from the video transition folder, it's as simple as dragging it and dropping it on the cut, like so. With the Effect Control tab activated, we can edit the effect, and like a dissolve, we can have it start at different points. Centered, starting at the cut, ending at the cut. We can also adjust it directly in the timeline like so. And this is the effect of a diptych black. Another transition we can use is a wipe. We have all sorts of different wipes. The most common is a very simple side wipe. Once again, we just drag and drop it on the cut. With a wipe, we have even more options we can use to change it. For example, with this wipe, we can add a border and we can add a color. We can also edit directly in the timeline, giving us this effect. A nice way to end your video is with a fade to black. This is quite easy to do with the default transition. I position my playhead at the end of my video and I apply the default transition. The keyboard shortcut for dissolve is Command D. I select the cut and I go Command D, and I now have my default fade to black. Once again, I can easily edit that by dragging it that way.